Good morning students. Now we will move to the fourth part of chapter number 4, and in this we will study about the ancient universities of India. Now according to the textbook they have explained only 4 universities, but many more universities have been developed, or we can say had been come up during the ancient time, which were very famous worldwide. Now we will study about the Nalanda, Takshashila, Varanasi and Vallabhi University. First we will move to the Nalanda University. The ancient Nalanda University was situated at Badgaon village in Patna district of Bihar. Now this was a major center of Buddhist and Jain traditions, as well as a place of pilgrimage for Jains. You can see over here, these are the ruins of Nalanda University. The fame of Nalanda University increased after a monastery was built by King Kumargupta in the 5th century. Special monasteries were also built as dwelling places. At that time, food and clothing were provided to the students. Now students from all over India and other countries came to Nalanda for study and research. It had 7 huge assembly halls and 300 classrooms. Such a big university at that time it had been constructed. You can see over here in the pictures. Okay. So 7 big assembly halls and 300 classrooms. There were thousands of priceless manuscripts. So many books were being preserved over there. It had one of the best libraries of the world. The library area was known as Dharmaganj. You can see over here the library of Nalanda University. The name was as Dharmaganj. And so many books were preserved in this library. It was an esteemed center of education and research. The great Chinese traveler Yun Sang had visited this university in the 7th century and had taken away or stolen away 657 books to China from here. Okay, so he being impressed, he had stolen away 657 books. He had visited this Nalanda University in 7th century. Now here special monasteries were built for the dwelling of students also. Alak se rooms and monasteries were built where students across the world who came over here to study, they used to stay over here. Nalanda was a reputed and a great center of education in philosophy, sculpture, grammar, logic and religious studies for nearly 700 years. Now next we move to Takshashila. Now Takshashila was the capital of the ancient kingdom of Gandhar. Takshashila University was located near Rawalpindi in the present Pakistan. Okay, this has now area has been moved to Pakistan. See here Takshashila University, only the ruins we can see, but such a big university, such a big area it was covered. Now it was a very renowned center for education in the 7th century, and education was imparted in nearly 64 subjects were being taught to the students. Most of the students stayed in the ashram to practice with Guru. The teacher-student ratio was 1:20, means one Guru was there and under him nearly 20 disciples or 20 students were there. Now Jiva, the disciple of Lord Buddha, had studied Ayurveda at Takshashila. Among the other famous students were Prasenjit, the king of Kushal, the great grammarian Panani that I have talked about in the first video, Kautilya and Chandragupta Maurya, all have been studied from here. Okay. Important among them the subjects were like Vedas were being taught, military, science, philosophy, Ayurveda, grammar, astronomy, archery and Gajvidya. All these type of subjects were being taught in this Takshashila University. There the students had the freedom to select the subjects of their choice. According to their choice, they used to select the subjects. The Chinese scholar Fahim had visited this university in the beginning of the 5th century. Next we will move to, this is also the picture of Takshashila University. See the ruins being seen over here. Next we move to Varanasi. Okay, the full area of Varanasi was considered as the area of education. So many centers or universities and schools and ashrams have been developed in Varanasi or Kashi. Now Varanasi was the center of Vedic religion and culture, as well as a place of pilgrimage and a center of education. See, Kashi is considered as the world's oldest city. Ajatashatru, the king of Varanasi, was an Upanishad scholar and a patron of education. He was, he wanted to spread education all around. Vyas Samhita had mentioned that the ashram of Maharishi Vyas was in Varanasi. Varanasi was chosen by Lord Buddha for preaching his religion. Even Lord Buddha, he had chosen Kashi or Varanasi to preach his religion to the people of Varanasi. Adi Shankaracharya had moved to Varanasi to propound his new principles of Vedanta. Then Vallabhacharya, the founder of Pushti Marg, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had achieved fame in Varanasi. These were the two, we can say, gurus. Okay, one was Vallabhacharya, he was the founder of Pushti Marg, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they had all achieved fame in Varanasi. The princes from the royal families in the north were sent to Varanasi for education. People all over India, the prince and the princess of different kings used to be sent over here to Varanasi to get education. Under the patronage of Emperor Ashok, Sarnath monastery near Varanasi became a famous education center. You can see over here the images of city of Varanasi. Next, last we move to Vallabhi University. It is in Gujarat. Now Vallabhi, it is situated near Bhavnagar and was an international port and the capital of the rulers of the Maitrik dynasty. The Maitrik rulers had patronized education in general and Vallabhi University in particular. Vallabhi University was famous education center as well as the center of the Hinayan Buddhist cult. Buddhist scholars Thirmati and Gurmati were the heads of this university. Knowledge, worship and its unique education system made it famous all over the world. Instructions in almost all the branches of learning were provided and attracted students from all over India and abroad. Okay, they used to give the instructions and so many topics, so many in different languages it had been taught to the students. It seemed a Chinese traveller had observed that education given at Vallabhi was comparable to the education provided at Nalanda. Nearly means same type of education that was being taught in Nalanda was given in Vallabhi University also. And this comparison, or we can say, or the observation was done by Itsing. The university was closed down in 775 AD after the Arabs had defeated the Maitrik rulers. The full university had to be closed down when the Arab people, they had attacked on the Maitrik dynasty kings. Now knowledge, worship and the particular system of education made all these universities very famous all over the world. Students from different areas, different parts of India as well as abroad came to these universities to study. Okay. So these are the small topics. Each topic of each university comes in 3 marks or 4 marks. Nearly 3 mark topics are these that have been covered on page number 34 and 35 of your textbook. Go through it beta and learn the things. Have a nice day. Thank you.